Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wednesday show, and we've got an interesting, well, a different sort of Wednesday show today, which I guess they all are, but never fear because it's almost dinner time here, so let's see what we're having today. That's right, it's part 2 of our Rayo's Frozen Meal Challenge. Today, we're going to be trying the meat lasagna. Let's check out the facts on this particular meal. All right, got 400 calories. Can't remember if that's any different. Now we could cook this up in the conventional oven if we had 40 minutes of patience, but we don't. So we're going to use the microwave. We're going to cook on 100% power for 3 minutes. Then we're going to move on down to 50% power for 2 minutes. Stand for 1 minute. Stand on our head for 12 minutes, and then eat. Yeah, it doesn't, that looks like a pretty, look at the ingredients here. We have tomatoes, ricotta cheese, vinegar, pasta, water, cheese culture, salt, beef, pork, onions, Romano cheese. Wow, there really doesn't seem to be much at all in the way of preservatives and stuff. So, okay, so we're going to get this started in the microwave, and we'll let you see how it turns out. Okay, so the lasagna is done. It has rested. Let's get the plastic off of here and give it a try. All right, so lasagna is revealed, and yes, it looks kind of like a mess. It smells pretty good. I did sort of cut it up a little bit, and so let's take it in the other room and let's give it a try. Okay, we have got our food. Looks good. Smells good. Lots of real ingredients, so definitely should be good. Hey, before we dive into this, a few quick announcements. First off, our good friends Andy and Simone Goodspeed of a Good Times production, probably there's some kind of swag back there from that, I'm not sure, in Vegas this morning, so very excited for them. Looking forward to hearing all about their trip over the next week or so. If you're not subscribed to a Good Times production, what's wrong with you? If you haven't subscribed because you thought, well, they haven't gone to Vegas for a while, not going to be true. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of good content on there, and just happy for the two of them to be getting away from what's been a difficult fall for sure, and be able to have a good time out there. So, all right, speaking of good times, I know Andy would love him some frozen lasagna. This is the second time we've tried frozen lasagna, and so here we go. Notice I'm not pausing after every bite to make some sort of smart comment of some sort. That's good. Given the general quality of their frozen meals, I'm kind of sorry I never made it to Rayo's over at Caesar's Palace. I guess there's still a place in New York City, but it's like you have to be like on a 6-month waiting list. But just really good, a lot of meat, really good, cheesy. This is a good lasagna. I mean, really. I'm trying to cut more pieces. I just cut out a couple little pieces because I was just gonna do that. This is good. This is good. The other thing is sometimes lasagnas do not come out well in the microwave. But in this case, they have. So, wow. All right. There's a number of more Rao's frozen Italian meals. Got my eye on a couple of them, so you never know. Probably sometime after the first of the year, we may be back with more Rao's tests. But the lasagna is a big winner, definitely. You see it out there with your Stofers and your other lasagnas, your Michelangelo, we never that kind that I tried a while back. I think this is better. I do think this is better. All right, so yeah, we talked about Andy and Simone making it out to Vegas this week, and definitely I want to check them out. I'll put a link to their channel again in the show notes below if you have some reason have been living under a rock, which is where I've been living. And then the reminder that next week will be our year-end live stream at the usual time, 6 p.m. Vegas time. That's 8 here in the Central Time Zone, 9 out on the West Coast, or in the West Coast. Hey, if you tune in at 9 on the West Coast, please, hopefully there won't be anyone still live streaming at that point. So, yeah. But today's show we called The Making of, because I showed you how I made dinner. But we're going to head back into the living room, and I'm going to show you the making of something else that you might find interesting, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back in the living room now. We've been in the kitchen, we've been in the main studio room, and now we're here in the living room having a little after-dinner coffee. Very refreshing. Okay, so the reason we're actually in the living room is because this is where the keyboard is. And as many of you know, we have the classical Vegas tips and tricks song. That's the old Vegas tips and tricks podcast song. I mean, it is Christmas time. We could play a carol for you. Let's see here. I think I remember this one. There you go. I think we could teach Sahara how to play that one. So, but yeah. So, but no. As some of you may know, a few years ago, I was corresponding with the one and only Matt Bridger. Hi, Matt, if you're watching. And Matt asked, "Hey, can you write a little ditty piece of music? I want to have something to put at the end of my videos." And I didn't think that much about it, and I kind of played around with it, and I sent him a couple of things, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's, he actually liked something. And I was like, you like that? So I thought he was kidding around, but apparently he liked it enough because he continues to use it at the end of his videos. So, and it's actually relatively clever, if I do say so myself, because the song tricks you into thinking it's in one key, except there's something not quite right about it, and then at the end, it slides into the correct key. It makes you feel comfortable at the end, much like Vegas. So I don't know. Let's see if we can. I figured out how I wrote it a while ago. So like a big C major 7th chord. You think it's in the chord of C the entire time, although you should have it, the F sharp should give it away, but it doesn't. Your mind still wants it to be in C, and at the end we sneak it into the chord of G. But anyway, so that's how that little ditty got put together, and because I have nothing better to do here on a December 7th evening, and it's like cold outside and everything. But so there you go. That's how the Matt Bridger outro song was written, if you want to call it a song, and that seems to be pretty much the limits of my compositional skills as a composer. Is Okay, we're back in studio just for the quick wrap up, and because that way I don't have to set the camera up for Saturday's show. So there you go. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the lasagna and the little music theory compositional nonsense piece today on the making of. If you loved the making of, and I can't imagine you did, hey, leave a note below and we'll make something else together. All right, we'll see you on Saturday for another episode of Vegas Weekly. Until then, I hope you have a great, lucky, and healthy week. We will see you soon. Bye.